What's good, peeps? Y'all know doggone well. Yesterday was supposed to be my last day talking to y'all about this self-love tour, but I just couldn't. It was put in my spirit to go ahead and finish this up because I did a lesson last night. So, this one is self-reassurance. Self-assurance, if you needed that, or reassurance. But we all need reassurance because at some point we all had self-assurance. But when we were little, somebody hurt our little feelings and it took away that, right? It kind of, jaded us, right? So a lot of us got jaded slightly as children. Babies, right? Get that little ugly picture out of my face, right? Get that little ugly boy out of here. You ain't got better taste than that, right? So with that being said, self-reassurance has to be reinstated. So assurance has to be reinstated. So now for September, it'll be self-reassurance. So we will be restoring self-confidence, right? Self-confidence, right? So all of us are confident right now. But some of us, well, let me not say that. Some of us are confident. And some of us still need to work on confidence. So we are going to reassure ourselves that we are strong. We're going to reassure ourselves that we have been following the correct path, following the correct word, and doing the correct thing. And we are going to start building restoring self-confidence. Because some people may have the confidence, but it needs to be stronger. You need to be more assertive. This is what I'm saying. We need to stop being so passive and be more assertive. Because people think Christians are supposed to be passive. Meek don't mean passive, right? Meek don't mean passive. So we are supposed to be assertive and do not let people run all over us. So even though we're going on this self-love tour, we're taking care of ourselves. We still have to remind ourselves that we don't let people run over us as well. We're retreating and we're healing, but we also, when we go back out there, we have to remind ourselves, look, we've been through a lot. We did the damn thing. So we must remain here, which was the preservation, right? So we're protecting ourselves from falling back into the same traps, of course, but we have to be confident that we can do that, right? We have to be confident that we can do that, right? So a lot of us have gone through a ugly duckling to swan thing, and that's just not your face, not your body, but your soul, right? So we've had the ugly duckling swan thing, right? My husband was like, ooh, baby, right? Ugly duckling swan thing, right? But that's with our soul. Right. Why? Because we let people rubberneck in our life. Right. Don't let people rubberneck in your life. They're all in your business, all, dang, what you doing? What you doing? Over your shoulder, trying to give you advice, and they ain't even doing that with their life. Right. They all over there trying to see what you up to, and then they want to put in their little input, but it's like, yo, go do your own thing. I don't need your advice. This is me. This is my project. Back up. Right. So understand we have grace. We don't have to search for it. It's there. We have grace. Pause and pray, right? Your grace is there, right? God is there, right? God is grace, right? So we are taking care of ourselves. So confidence is definitely needed to continue on with taking care of yourself. Confidence is needed with the preservation. So the preservation, the protection, and the assurance, reassurance, and confidence all go together for the self, right? And that will make us totally whole. Absolutely. That will make us totally whole, right? So doesn't it feel good to not be that ugly duckling, meaning that mean, hateful, surly, upset, anxiety-filled, just irritated? All of us had different emotions. We all didn't feel those same emotions or as many emotions, but we felt those at some point. And it feels so good to be a swan now because it's like we have peace. Remember, preservation of peace, right? Preservation of peace, installation of it, and then preservation of it and protection of it, right? Don't ever let it get away from you, right? And keep it clean, right? Keep your body clean so you can keep the peace. Preserve your body, keep that clean. Keep it away from all of the trauma and drama of, the seasons, the weather of each season. Keep your body preserved, put up, right, and protected, right? That's what you do, right? That's what we got to do. Be preserved and protected, right? And God is our grace, right? And we will always be beautiful, right? So when people are ready to taste of us, our fruit, our word, our goodness, our humanitarianism, right, then we shall be sweet to them, right? We won't be bitter, or we won't be tainted, and we won't be molded, right? Why? Because we held on to our peace and kept grace, God, right? So understand your soul is always watching. There's always nudges to let you know that you need this protection time. There's a test coming. Test these spirits that are coming around you. Test the validity of these spirits that are coming around you. Check the pros and cons of these spirits that are coming around you, right? Do you need them in your life? If you do, fine. If you don't, get them out immediately. What I tell you, as soon as you detect something wrong, get it out of your life ASAP. You don't owe anybody anything. You owe yourself everything. You owe yourself everything and nobody else nothing. You understand me? Unless these are babies. If they're not babies, you don't owe anybody anything. You owe yourself every single thing, right? Protection of self comes first, right? Care of self comes first, unless you got babies, right? Overall, self is first. Okay, so that has nothing to do with that. Because we're not building confidence, we're restoring it. So, I was talking about building confidence at that part, but we're all past the disrespect. We're all moving forward positively. We are not carrying baggage. We are not allowing baggage. Yeah, I'm going to flip it. We are not allowing baggage to come in. We are not allowing negative people to continue to disrespect our space, right? We are not doormats for people. We are not mousy. We are what? Become self-confidence. This is assertive time, right? This is assertive time. This is not aggressive, because you don't have to be aggressive. If you have to be aggressive, these are extremes and externals. Remove them. You don't need them around. They don't have to be around. They are not detrimental to your survival, right? Right. Those things will cause you to exist, not live, because you'll spend time fighting with those things and not living your life doing what you want to do, right? Which is what? Enjoying the things that you enjoy doing, having the career that you enjoy having, right? So don't dumb yourself down. We're not doing that. We've done that, right? So this is the self-confidence part. This is the building. This is the keeping it, right? We have to stop dumbing ourselves down, you know, like knowing we don't want something but taking it anyway. We ain't doing that no more, right? Right. Just to appease a person because they gave it to us, or, you know, people telling you what you like and people telling you what you want, and no, I don't like that. No, I don't want that. No, I don't want gifts from you. No, I don't want you just to drop by. Stop doing it, right? Stop being mousy. Stop being a doormat. Stop dumbing yourself down. If you know somebody says a word incorrectly, like elbow, and it's elbow, right, correct them. Don't play that, right? Ain't no tomato with everything. Now, stop the nonsense. And a lot of us, people of color, hate to be corrected with our words. Oh, you act like you a school person, whatever. How you disrespecting me for making sure you saying the word properly? So when you do get around people of color who know how to say it properly, they're not looking at you like, look at that dumbass fool, right? And you know they're saying the other word. I'm trying to keep you from being called the other word, right? Right. Not about being bougie and uppity. It's about, yo, don't you want to talk correctly anyway? Damn, that's why they call you the other word. Ignorant ass, right? So, do not appease others, because all they're going to do is manipulate you. Take care of yourself, right? You know your specific needs by now. You definitely know your specific needs, wants, and desires, right? And you know what situations are out there that trigger you. What I say, we're not reusing bullets, right? One time we do and we remove, right? Reevaluate, retreat, and seclude yourself, right? Preservation and protection mode until the extreme or the external is moved, right? Removed, right? We ain't playing no games, right? Because extremes are, right, still trying to leech, right? It doesn't matter. They know we healthy. So what they want to do, ooh, they got that good, healthy blood. So they really want to come. Remember that meme for all of y'all who was on Facebook and that white dude was sprinkling salt? Yo, that used to have me in tears cracking up. Well, that's what you do, right? Sprinkle that salt out beforehand, right? Let people know. Get salty on them, right? Give them some salt, right? Y'all know how I feel about it, right? Give them some salt. So we are in our water energy. That's what we're doing. We're in our water energy. We're fluid. We're going with the flow. We're checking out these currents. We're seeing if there's any sharks and octopus in them and crabs, right? Well, like we said, the crabs is cool, though, if they by themselves, right? It's only when they're in the barrel that they're a problem. But we got some jellyfish in there. We got some stingrays. You know, we got some stuff in there that's, you know, quite possibly going to take us down, right? So what we going to do? Don't always trust shallow water, because jellyfish and, you know, little snappy things be up in there too, little tiny crabs and all that stuff. I think they got sand fleas and everything. So what you do? Go home, right? Go home. Get up out the water, period. Go home, right? But we are clean, we are washed, and we are flowing, right? We are going with the flow. Everything is going as it should be in our lives, right? Every day we get up, we put on something cute, something nice, something sexy, something clean, right? and we do the damn team. So our new goal, right, as of September, our new goal will be no compromising of self. Right, our new goal will be no compromising of self. Right now, our goal is prioritizing the soul. And that's what this whole self-love tour has been about, prioritizing the soul. Right. So we are going into no compromising of self as of September. So once we finish our protection and our reassurance, our preservation, protection, and reassurance, then it'll be, our new goal is no compromising of self. None of those things that you have learned throughout this self-love tour should ever be compromised ever again. This is a life goal, right? That is a life goal, right? Let me write that. Right. Stop self-mutilation, meaning stop letting other people tear your life apart. Your life is yours, and you control everything within it, other than if somebody hits you with a car or something like that, right? Other than that, you control everything within your life. You control about 98% of everything that takes place in your life, right? So stop self-mutilation. Stop mutilating yourself by allowing other people to tear up your life. Stop allowing yourself to tear up your life. The self-mutilation is you allowing people to do those things to you. Remove, seclude, cut off, move. People can afford to move to different cities. They can. In this day and age, people can afford to move to a different city at least one time. A different state at least one time. Cut these connections off and keep it moving. Stop self-mutilation. That's why the self-confidence must be restored. That's why you must be reassured that you have made it through the rough parts. And there won't be any more rough parts as long as you preserve, protect these things that I have taught you. And keep your self-confidence high and be assertive with your life. Rule and run your own life and pause and pray. Keep grace, God in your life. You'll never have to deal with any more of those situations again that you just stopped dealing with. Your past is the total past if you follow this self-love tour and finish it up, whether I'm around or not. And I'm sure you will, because this is some zesty stuff, right? You thirst for it, right? And I don't mean in a bad way, right? This is the well, right? You've been walking in the desert and now you done found a well. It's not a mirage. Ooh, I'm real. So now you have that real water in that desert. Me, I, right? EYE, me, right? So, still love you. Still know you're moving forward. And we'll reunite, right? I ain't left yet. We'll reunite. But this is for the class, right? So you guys have a beautiful morning, okay? See you later.